Hi guys, this is Marvin from shopsadapage.com, and today we're going to review the Transcend SSD230S and see what we can do with this in 2018. Let's get to it. So my plan for this project is to revive my sister's old netbook. As you can see, it's pretty beat up. It has a lot of tape holding it together, and this is actually manufactured way back on June 25, 2012 and has definitely seen better days. But I think we can do something about this so that we can use it again. My plan is to remove the old and slow mechanical hard drive and install this Transcend 128GB SSD and hope that the performance will be much bearable. So let's do it. When it comes to netbooks and laptops in general, upgradability is something that is very limited when it comes to the hardware. And in this case, we only have two options. We can only upgrade the RAM and the hard disk because that is the only hardware inside that can be easily removed. The processor is integrated to the motherboard, and that's something that we have to accept. So for this project, we're going to do a before and after performance test and benchmarks to see if there's a significant improvement by just simply swapping the old mechanical hard drive with an SSD. Let's start with the boot time. So for the mechanical hard drive, it booted for around 45 seconds. That is enough time for you to grab a cup of coffee before you can even start working. Next, just for transparency and baseline, here are the specifications of this netbook so you can take that in mind when it comes to our benchmarks later on. So it is running on Intel Celeron 877 processor with 2 cores and 2 threads and has a 4GB of DDR3 RAM and an Intel HD Graphics 2000. With these specs, we would not be expecting to play heavy games on this, but for office works and internet browsing, I think this will do just fine. Let's test the usability and performance first using the old mechanical hard drive. For starters, logging into Windows is painfully slow as you can see, and once we're inside Windows itself, it's pretty evident that the performance is less than ideal. Opening folders and programs are slow, and the overall responsiveness of the system is also slow. Mind you, it's still usable, and for most users, this will do just fine. But again, I think we can improve this. Let's do a quick benchmark test for the old mechanical hard drive so we can compare it later with the Transcend SSD230S. By the way, I've tested the old hard drive just to make sure it's not defective or anything so that it's a fair game. While we wait for the benchmark to finish, let's discuss the Transcend SSD230S. This is the 128GB version with 3D NAND flash and up to 560 Mbps speed, pretty substantial for this project. So here is the actual SSD itself. The construction is made from aluminum enclosure with a thickness of only around 6.8mm. So the mechanical hard drive maxed out at 113.8MB per second read and 112.4MB write on Crystal Disk Mark. One of our goal here is to be able to use this for office works. So let's open up some office applications here and see how it loads up. As you can see, I've already double-clicked the icon but it's not yet loading. Up, there you go. Let's try Excel. The same thing, a little bit of delay. Now, just for good measure, let's fire up Minecraft and see if we can game on this. Take note of how long the game loads in this mechanical hard drive, as we're going to test that out as well with the Transcend SSD later. The loading time is very slow, but once we're into the game, it's really playable even on this current hardware. Now, let's upgrade the hard disk, shall we? So again, we're going to use the Transcend 120GB SSD here. Before we do anything, make sure to remove the battery so that we can avoid any possible short circuit while we're messing around the internals. Depending on the model of your netbook, you just need to pop out the back cover and you should see the internal hard disk itself. Now, on some netbook, it's very easy to remove the hard drive by just pulling it away from the SATA connector. But in this case, I need to remove the ribbon cable so that I can safely remove the hard drive. I just need to remove these two screws and I should be able to gently pull out the hard drive from the SATA connector. So as you can see, the size of these two storage devices are almost identical, so swapping this up is super easy. Just pop in the new SSD, secure it with screws and put it back into the netbook and make sure to properly insert the ribbon cable. Now, if you have an extra RAM, this is the perfect timing to add it up here to boost the performance even further. pop back in the back cover, and we're ready to install a fresh Windows on this one. Done deal, super easy, anyone can do it. Now for installing Windows 10, there's a lot of tutorials out there that you can check out, but to make it simple, you can just download the Windows Media Creation tool and make a Windows installation from another PC to a flash drive. I link it down below for you guys. Once you have the bootable flash drive Windows 10 installer, plug it in and install Windows by following the on-screen instructions. Now, just in case the old hard drive that we've replaced is already defective and cannot be used as an external storage, you can grab one of these. This is an external hard drive also from Transcend. This is the StorageJet 25C3N Extra Slim 1TB hard drive. You can use this to store your files, documents, music, videos, and all the large files that will take up so much space on the 128GB SSD. Okay, so let's do a quick boot up test here for the SSD. It booted for about 14 seconds, which is 3 times faster than what we had with the old mechanical hard drive. Having an external hard drive like this is very important if you want to transfer large files quickly in between devices. In this case, I'm going to use it to transfer the programs that I will install on this netbook. The Transcend SSD230S comes with a software called SSD Scope, which can also be downloaded from their website. Inside the software, you can check the status of the drive, the capacity, and the life expectancy. It also has built-in tools to check for performance, erase the drive, and scan for errors. We also have here a system clone tool if you want to preserve your old operating system, and an option to upgrade the firmware. While we're at it, let's do a quick performance test right here. Take note that we are running this on a netbook and that may affect the overall outcome, but at least we can get an idea how it will perform on this machine. As you can see, we've got 519MB read and 431MB write. Now, let's fire up Crystal Disk Mark again so that we can compare the results with the old mechanical hard drive. Alright, so we've got 555.4MB read and 449.9MB write, which is way faster than what we got from the old mechanical hard drive that maxed out at 113.8MB read and 112.4MB write. I also ran the ATTO Disk Benchmark tool just for good measure, which gave us a 534.45MB read and 464.40MB write. I also did a quick file transfer here, and as you can see, it's pretty fast. So moving files around this netbook will be a much better experience now. When it comes to the real-world performance, as you can see, it's now very snappy and responsive. Folders open up instantly aside from the animations, and the applications also loads faster now, including Microsoft Word and Excel, which loads quite slow from our previous hardware. Now for the last test, let's open up Minecraft. As expected, it loads faster now compared to our test earlier with the mechanical hard drive. But to be fair, you still shouldn't expect to be able to play heavy games on this. What we've improved by upgrading our hard disk is the overall responsiveness of the system and applications when it comes to load times. It will not affect the performance at least significantly of the applications that require processing power and graphics, such as gaming. So bear that in mind just to be clear. So I guess that leads us to the main takeaway for this project. The main goal here is to be able to improve the performance of the netbook in such a way that it can be used again with a much more bearable experience than before. And I think we've accomplished that with the Transcend SSD in a very easy way that anyone can do it. Yes, you still can't play heavy games or edit videos on this, but for productivity, office works, and media consumption, I think this is more than capable now. There you have it guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to check the full article link on the description below, subscribe if you want more tutorials like this. Thanks to Transcend for allowing this to happen. You can get this SSD from their store, link on the description below. Thank you for watching, have a great day.